Hello and welcome to the Charactercast. Today we are going to do a quick tip and continuing with the theme of speed for your marches, we will look into one more aspect and how you can speed up the march. So, as you see, we have already entered the Lost Kingdom. So, I'm just sending my scouts to clear the fog. Now, the tip that I wanted to give was all about how actually working in territory actually helps you a lot. So, what I will do is I will actually send the same march again to two locations. One would be somewhere here and one would be here. So, let's say I want to come here. So, how do I typically come? I will just select my march to start walking, and this is my trip. So, what does it say? I am coming all the way till here, and if I check, I am getting almost 2 minutes 44 seconds. So that's the thing. I started with 2 minutes 55 as you saw. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send it back and see actually what happens. When instead of bringing it here, I want to bring it just right in the alliance territory. So just to show the difference that always marching in alliance territory is faster. So a lot of times we face the situation. I'll talk about it, but let me just send this march again. This is my fifth march, and here it's showing 2 minutes 52 seconds. I'm coming inside this, and what do I see here? 2 minutes 15 seconds. That is almost a gap of 20 seconds, 25 seconds from where we started. So what's the difference? The distance is almost the similar. I just moved an inch on the other side, but the difference is I actually am marching inside the territory. And if you see here, it is taking 1 minute 48 seconds. So instead of that, I move it here, same place. Now it will start taking 2 minutes 1 second. So you see there's a big difference if you march inside the territory or outside. So it's not you have to march all the way inside the territory. It means that your final destination is inside the territory. How do you use it effectively? A lot of times you have to go to a faraway keep or something, or you have to reach area where there's a murder ball. So do not point towards exactly where you want to go. Find the nearest place which is your territory and point to that direction. Once you reach there, you make the short hop from there. So that is my tip for today for you. uh, I just wanted to talk about one more thing that is going on. So as you see, we have entered into Lost Kingdom. There are two goals that I have. Of course, the goals are related to how things are going to work out in the KVK, and I cannot discuss details of KVK yet, but yeah, looking for good amount of fight. The first thing that I want to do is I want to get into the VIP, and I want to get into the VIP 15 because as you see, right, I am almost 60,000 points away, and I have been farming gems for some time, and almost I have 55,000 gems now. So uh, that should be good for me. What I am really looking forward is, so what is the difference between 14 and 15? So the thing is, always check on these new items, and when I check on my new items, I get lots of things like gathering speed plus 30%. So it's not always plus 30%, right? Because last time or you already had a plus 25%, so it's just a plus 5% increment. But the biggest thing that I am looking for is the healing speed of plus 50%. And if you come and see in 14, you will not find a healing speed at all. So what does it mean? If I get my healing speed plus 50%, it means that I can fight twice as much, and that's really really big thing for me. Luckily, I am farming a lot of caves here, and that is giving me a good amount of AP. So not I did not get here, but if you see here, I have got decent amount of AP. So I think 55,000 gem should be enough. But as I said, right, I'm always looking for optimizing things. So I'm not going to use this gems now. I will wait for more than the gems even to show up. I think it's been some time since it has not shown up. Typically it comes in a 2 month cycle, so I think in the next 10 days it is going to show up. And one more thing for the war prep is my Jiangyu. That is what I was looking for. uh, if you see here, I have 5554, and based on few last days of effort, I have actually got all the things that I need. Now if you see, I have this secondary password thing set up, and which is very good. I suggest that you all should do this as well. This is must if you are holding any R4 kind of a position, R5 kind of a position, because uh, it just restricts you to do a lot of things. And a couple of months back there were hacks and all. If you have the secondary passwords, it is going to be really good for you. And as you see here, I got my fifth skill also unlocked here, and I click on expertise and I get my Jiangyu expertise. And this is actually pretty good skill to have. Troops lead by this commander deal an extra 10% skill damage. Amazing. And when the troops have gained a rage buff for more than one turn, their skill damage will increase by 10% for 3 seconds. Excellent. The skill cycle is very fast. In Jiangyu, I'll get 20% extra damage. Brilliant. So this is good. I have been looking for this, forward to this. Now I do not know what to do for next commander. I think I'm going to wait for the new cap commanders to show up, or if some really good legendary leadership commander shows up, then I will work on it. Otherwise, I'm going to save my commander heads and see how it turns out. Thank you for watching the tip, and please subscribe.